Welcome back, everyone, to the Arizona Diamondbacks franchise here on MLB The Show 19. As today we are talking all things minor league and then a big trade for the D-backs at the end. So as you can see, the Reno Aces having another solid year. And then for the AA squad, the Jackson Generals, they're doing pretty solid. But look, we got the AA All-Star game, I believe, north part of the Southern League and the south part of the Southern League, so I figured it'd be a good time to look at stats since we're at the halfway point for both those leagues. Vargas and Franco doing solid. Rob Robertson has been incredible. We are going to keep him in AA just so he can continue to up his confidence and continue to do great things where he's at now. Other than that, Dalton Varsho, Marcus Wilson, not too bad, but it's the Rob Robertson show with the Generals. And then the rotation, definitely some work that needs to be done. A few guys who are having some really solid years, not great for last year's first-round pick, Rodrigo Valencia, but Tabor, Reed, and Long are all playing really well, and then the bullpen has been not great, but it has been solid. Jared Miller just called up from Single-A. And then looking at all the All-Stars for the AA team, Jerron Lawn, Matt Tabor, who could be a big part of his future. You also got Cody Reed, talented left-handed pitcher. And then Daniel Gibson, who spent some time with the Major League program last year. And then the bats, obviously Rob Robertson's an All-Star, no question about that. Catcher Dalton Varsho is maybe All-Star team, along with Kevin Crone, the first baseman. And then Wander Franco made it at shortstop. He has a big future on this team. And then Marcus Wilson, one of the outfielders, also made it as well. So this game would be held at Turner Field, home of the Atlanta Braves, as the Southern League All-Stars are about to take on the Northern League All-Stars. The Generals players are playing for the North, which is this team, as Reggie Dilliard will be on the mound today. 11-1, 2.25 ERA. He has been very good. Scoreboard was not working in the top of the first, as the Southern squad is able to get a base hit, and then they score off of a single, making it a 1-0 lead, quick lead for the South. I was expecting this game to be all about offense, and at times it seemed like there were no offense in this game. But however, a quick start for the South certainly propels that. And then to end the inning, nice backhand from Rob Robertson. Rob with 2 Bs making the play. Ending the inning is Chase DeYoung on the mound, part of the Marlins farm system. 3-1, 2.81 ERA. He's been really solid as they're short. He is quite short as he strikes out swinging. Nice strikeout from Chase DeYoung. Now here's Rob Robertson up at the dish. He rips a base hit into center field. His average is in the 380 range, which is very, very solid for the young buck. And then Dalton Varsho, his teammate, would ground out as it's going to be a force out at second, ending the first inning. Now second inning, nice play right there, or nice attempted play by the bats as the first baseman with a tough field. He does get it. And in the second inning, now bottom 2, Luis Alexander Basabe is just a window shopper because he's just looking. Now into the third inning, obviously since this is an all-star game, you're going to have a bunch of pitchers coming in. Matt Tabor is in, part of the Jackson Generals, as Arias is up. He starts off the inning with a nice single through the middle, just a little. And then Nunez, the next batter, ground into a 4-6-3 double play, as the North has more chemistry than a science project. Nice play right there. And then Giambrone would strike out. That's a pretty fun name to say. Tristan Beck is in the game for the South. Now into a fourth inning. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's a bomb. And the South will triple their lead, making it 3-0. That's Thomas with the dinger. And the South now is up 3-0. Let's go bottom 4. Rob with 2 Bs now has 2 base hits. His second single of the day, as one of the few bright spots so far for this North squad. Now here's a look at Marcus Wilson coming in as a pinch hitter here in the 4th inning. He would actually ground into a 5-4-3 double play as Wilson unable to advance his teammate. He just ends the inning. A bunch of pinch hitters would obviously come on throughout this game as Nunez going down, looking. Now here is Jose Siri getting the corners painted. Nice strikeout right there from Wynn, as Kevin Crone, the first baseman, is on to pinch hit here in the 5th inning, and he's actually going to rip a single into right field as the South trying to get some momentum. However, it would be all for nothing as it would be caught by the left fielder. Still 0 runs for the South. There's Thomas going down, swinging. Craig Brooks with the strikeout. And then Wheel is more blind than Helen Keller. I don't know what he was swinging at. So here's Wander Franco, one of the most highly regarded prospects in all of baseball, acquired last year from the Tampa Bay Rays, as that one is flown into left in his start to the AA All-Star game. Does not go pretty as he flies out. And then Rob Robertson going down, looking on the low fastball. Nice pitch right there to get out one of the hardest outs in all of AA baseball. Is Daniel Gibson on to come in now. He's had a very solid year after a short stint in the majors a season ago. However, start of this game for Gibson would not be pretty. 2-on in scoring position, no out, and then why not just double the lead as the South will make it 6-0 off of a 3-run bomb into right field. Is Daniel Gibson the one who allows it? That's Alt with the dinger. Now bottom 7. That's going to be Jose Siri up at the dish. That one looked like it was gone. Siri thought it was gone. He sort of stopped hustling a little bit, but would have gotten a double anyway, so it's not really much of a big deal. However, it would lead to nothing as Dewey's Jr. would ground out. Still 6-0. Now on to the 8th inning as Rob Robertson with the rocket shot. Nice grab right there by Big Rob as 3-6-1. Double play. Nice chemistry right there for the South. And then I believe that's Marcus Wilson actually up. He would fly out, ending the 8th inning. Still 6-0 as the South has been absolutely dominant. Nice strikeout right there. Dubon goes down. Jimmy Herget is the one who strikes him out. Bottom 9, North trying to get a rally as Rob Robertson with his 3rd single of the day. Very solid performance from him. However, I think that's Wilson who would strike out. 2 runners would advance to scoring position, though. So now the last hope for the South would be Jose Siri, who strikes out. And that would be your ball game, folks, as the South gets a win by the final score of 6-0. Obviously, All-Star games don't really count, but still good to see plenty of Jackson Generals in this game. And now we got some AAA action between the Reno Aces and the Chihuahuas of El Paso. That is the AAA affiliate of the San Diego Padres, the Diamondbacks NLS rival. On the mound today for the Chihuahuas would be Luis Patino. Very talented young prospect. He has a big future in the major leagues as he's having a nice season. There's Kyler Murray, the Heisman Trophy winner, starting this game off with a single. Big game for Kyler Murray. He could easily see himself being called up to the major leagues very soon as he's had an excellent season. Next batter, Domingo Leyba. He's shopping gap. Murray would score from first, showing off that 4.3 speed, but we didn't get to see at the NFL Scouting Combine as Domingo Leyba with the RBI double, his 13th double of the season, making it 1-0. Alex Healy swinging way too late on that one. So, my bad for not keeping the graphic. It didn't save, but just know that Thomas Skopalski, part of the Yoshi Hirano trade last year, is on the mound as he gets Tobias striking out. However, that one would curve fair for the Chihuahuas, and they take a 2-1 lead as big home right there for Stevens, his 2nd on the season, as it is now 2-1. Now, 2nd inning, here's Drew Ellis. That's a nice shot into right field, and that one would be gone as Ellis has had a okay season. Nothing special, nothing too bad. His 5th year on the campaign. And then not too long later, another shot right there. I believe that's Kyler Murray with the home run, as Murray has been very good contact-wise, hitting around 330 and then showing off the power, his 8th home run of the year, as that is not bad at all. He has definitely been this Reno Aces team's best hitter. Now bottom 2, the Chihuahuas trying to score some more runs as that one goes into left. The Reno Aces are unable to make the play, and that would lead to a triple for the Chihuahuas, as that's Olivares with the triple, and the Chihuahuas have a chance to do something as Patino gets walked. You never like walking the pitcher, but that could be good strategy from Thomas Skopalski as Scavaruso strikes out, and the Chihuahuas would not score, as Joe Adell swinging at an ugly pitch right there. I don't know what he was looking at. Definitely not the same pitch that I saw. Now, bottom 3, Fernando Tatis Jr., one of the best prospects in all of baseball, striking out right there. That has to make Skopowski feel good. However, runner on, and he would advance to third. So now there are runners on the corners for Boog Powell, who would ground out into a double play. Once again, Thomas Skopowski able to get over the hump and the jam. Now, fourth inning, that's a nice shot into right field. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's a dinger, as you might as well call him Kim Jong-un, because he's launching nukes. That's for short stack himself, Fuzzy Milkic, his second on the season. And then a nice single down the line and fair for the Reno Aces as they try to score some more runs. However, Kyler Murray would almost ground into a double play. The third baseman botches it. Only one run is out, but it wouldn't matter as Domingo Leyba grounds into a 6-4 ground out. There's Allen striking out. Thomas Skopowski getting on a nice groove as of now. Here's Olivares, who hit a triple earlier. He's going to say wash, rinse, repeat, as he's going to get his second triple of the game. He only had one this whole season entering today, and now he has two in the first 4 innings, and he would score off of a single, making it 5-3 as the El Paso Chihuahuas trying to make this one closer. However, Tobias would strike out, ending the frame. Now, bottom 5, Fernando Tatis Jr. up. Kyler Murray misses the catch, as Kyler Murray, very good offensive day. Defensively, can't really say the same. He didn't do too hot. However, excellent defensive play right there by the Reno Aces, flipping the double play. 1-4-3, Kyler Murray striking out, the former Oklahoma Sooner, Boomer Sooner, and then acquired in a trade with the Oakland Athletics. Obviously, he did choose baseball. As Boog Powell, he's just a window shopper because he's just looking. And then not too long later, Allen swinging at the corner pitch. Now, bottom 6, that one is a nice shot, and it would go gone, and we are now tied up at 5 apiece. The home run for Onana, his 6th of the season, and we are tied up at 5. Fernando Tatis swinging at the ugly slider. Nice pitch from Escobar, as Drew Ellis would say, well, you can do, I can do better, striking out himself. Now, bottom 8, 2 on, 1 out for the Chihuahuas, but 6-4-3 double play, ending the inning. Now let's go 9th inning, tied up at 5 apiece, but Kyler Murray would change that, as Murray, with his second dinger of the day, 9th of the season. Have yourself a performance, young man. Kyler Murray, and Reno Aces would take the lead. Here comes on Mickey Smythe, the second-round rookie, who also has a good chance of making the Major League team soon. He's had a great season, as he strikes out that batter in the dirt. Tobias walks, so that could be huge for the Chihuahuas. Runner on for Fernando Tatis. He rips a single, and the rally is still alive for El Paso. 2 on, 2 out, and Harmon Skaggs, the shortstop, would bring in himself. That is how this game ends, and the Reno Aces barely survive. Huge performance from Kyler Murray, as Reno with the W by a score of 6-5. So Arizona is making a big trade here. They re-signed Chris Davis in the offseason. He was part of the Zach Greinke deal. He's just not worked out this year, hitting under 200, and he's not even the starter anymore. So he's being traded along with Alex Jordan, a talented prospect, and Rob Refsnyder to the Cardinals for Andrew Miller. Very talented reliever. The Diamondbacks need more lefty arms. He has had an incredible season, but for the Cardinals, it's the last year of his contract, and they are not a contending team. So getting someone like Alex Jordan, who Arizona doesn't really need that much, that's a nice pickup for them. They do have to take on Chris Davis' contract, and Rob Refsnyder is not too bad of a player. So the Diamondbacks add another lefty arm, as their only other lefty arm right now is Robbie Ray. And the thing with the Diamondbacks is they have too many lefty arms, or they don't have enough lefty arms, but they have too many lefty bats. So certainly sort of weird. Arizona is just trying to trot out the best guys they have, even if it may not seem like the smartest.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Loving plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation.
Yo, hey, man!